Let me take this time to greet the leadership of the university, led by the Vice Chancellor, the DVCs, Deans of Faculties, and all members of the university staff, and including all the new entrants within the University of Limpopo. I have chosen to read with you this morning from the Old Testament, and I'm reading a very common pericope, Deuteronomy chapter 30, and I read with us verse 15 and part of verse 19, and it reads, "Now listen, today I'm giving you a choice between life and death, between prosperity and disaster." And the last part of this verse 19 says, "Now I call on heaven and earth to witness the choice you make. Oh, that you would choose life so that you and your descendants might live." And we want to say to you, as you begin your new journey within this institution, the institution that has become an institution of choice to all of you, this is what we want you to take with you as you begin your year. We want you to know that you have made a choice by coming to this university. Life is a choice. Moses reminded Israel that if they were to be a successful nation, obedience will bring to them success. And I want to challenge you as you begin your year and your journey within this university. If you want to succeed, choose to be obedient. If you want to succeed in your academic year, choose to be an obedient student. Remember, the choices you make at any given time of this journey will determine your destiny, will determine your success or your failure. And we are here, all of us, including those of us who come out of this institution, we are here to say to you, including your parents, if you want to succeed, choose well. And Moses says to these people, choose life. Refuse to choose death. Choose prosperity. Refuse to choose disaster if you want to succeed. There are many opportunities out there in this institution that are waiting for you to be that success. And we are here to say to you, get up, go and grab them. They are waiting for you to make your own mark. And if you were to succeed in making these choices, I want to ask you humbly, as a servant of God, always seek advice. And for you to seek advice, it means you must choose a good mentor, somebody who will mentor you, somebody who will direct your choices, somebody who will take you to greener pastures. You always have a choice, and it is in your hands. Remember, it all begins with you. Be that change that you want to be. Your parents have brought you here to study, and choose to say, I refuse to be distracted. I refuse to be made to join things that will shorten my lifespan, things that will shorten my journey here, things that will make my stay here unbearable. Choose life, choose good things, choose to pass, choose to succeed. I know that majority of you who are coming for the first time in this institution, you are young. And I want you to remember, you are young once, and use your being young to succeed as you study. And I want you to know there are many frills that will attract your attention and divert you from achieving what you have come here for. Pregnancy that comes through sex that you will actually be invited into. Alcohol, drugs may take over your life. I want you to know you will not have anyone babysitting you. You are on your own. Choose to succeed. And I want to believe that success indeed is what God has placed in your hands. As I conclude, I want you to know that there is no substance to the expression that says, I had no choice. I want you to know life always has choices. God works with our choices. If you want to succeed, accept that this is what God has in store for you. God brought you here. Your parents reciprocated and agreed to bring you to this institution of choice, the University of Limpopo. And we are here to say to you, choose to do well and you will succeed in everything that you will be doing in this institution. Pass in record time. It is possible to pass your degree in record time. Refuse to listen to wrong voices. God bless you. God bless this institution. God bless your parents for choosing to bring you here. Let us pray. God, our Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for giving us this opportunity to be part of this university. And especially we want to pray and bring to you all these new entrances into the University of Limpopo. We pray for their success. We pray that their academic stay will indeed be a success. Be with them as they start this academic year. We speak against every evil that would want to stand on their way. We declare in the name of Jesus that no weapon that is formed against these young entrants shall be able to prosper. We speak blessing upon their lives in the name of Jesus. Amen and amen.
Welcome to the University of Limpopo. Let me join the management and the broader community of this iconic institution to our alma mater, the alma mater of heads of state, including the President of South Africa, President Ramaphosa, President of Malawi, President Lazarus Chakwera, people like Judge President Dunstan Mlambo, people like Wena Mwadelo, people like Tembis Melanin Karimeng, Oshiradi Motapo, Mamatera Mahapa, J.J. Tabane, you name them, they have been through this great institution. Orientation is your opportunity to tune yourself into the life of an institution of higher learning and to start on a new slate to get yourself accustomed to what the university has to offer, understand what the four faculties have to present to you: Faculty of Humanities, Faculty of Health Sciences, Faculty of Science and Agriculture, and of course, Management and Law. It's our hope that you will enjoy the university, you will find the campus experience enriching, fulfilling, and you will take the opportunity to build your networks, sharpen your skills, recommit to your goals, and most of all, do everything you can to follow your dream all the way. We are looking forward to what you can do to hone your skills, what you can do to form part of the academic community, contribute to teaching and learning as students, and then become academics or professionals in all walks of life. We hope that you will contribute to the community engagement of the university, and we hope that you will be able to become contributors to world-class research in making the motto of the university, finding solutions for Africa, come true. Once again, welcome to the University of Limpopo. Enjoy your stay and make the most of it, because you are not going to be young forever.
Hello freshers, a warm word of welcome to you to the University of Limpopo. My name is Jessica Singh. I am the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research, Innovation and Partnerships at the university. We are so excited to host you on your academic journey at the university. We are so proud of you and your achievements during the 2022 and other years. You have excelled and it has enabled you to join us at the university. During O Week, we're going to give you all the services that we offer you as students of the university. So we would love to encourage you all to attend all the sessions during the orientation week. In terms of our programs that we offer at the university, your primary goal here as a student is academics. We would love you to excel in your academic project, and we would love to offer you services to help you along the way. So in terms of academic project, you have different modules that you enrolled for. We would love to encourage you to do well in the modules, complete your assignments on time, write your examinations. We are also offering you a hybrid model of teaching and learning. You would attend some classes online, you would attend some classes contact sessions, and we would love you to attend all your classes. It's important that you attend classes. So to help you as well academically, we have different services that we provide as a university, and if you are struggling, we would love to help you along the path. Please see your lecturers and use other services that we offer at the university. For example, you will be paired with a mentor at the university during your first year. It's a lovely experience, so use your mentors to ask your questions and enjoy the experience with your mentor as well. The other services that we offer, sometimes you'll be missing home and sometimes your first test may shock you. So we do offer you services like counseling, student counseling services. Please make use of those services. It helps you on your journey at the university. So bear in mind that your academic work is very important to yourself and us as a university as well. So university is not only about academics, we also have social activities at the university. We have a sports department and a wide range of sporting activities. So I will encourage you to join all these activities at the university and also keep yourself fit in the process. We also have a wellness center at the university. Your health and wellness is important to us and yourselves. So please make use of the services. As students and as a university, we love children. However, we would love you to start your families after you've attained that all-important degree. Please make use of our Health and Wellness Center with regard to your family planning activities. Please make use of that. So we encourage you to have an all-round experience at the university. Remember, when you're doing your academic work, you also need assistance. You will be doing research for your assignments and projects. Please make use of our library facilities that we have. We have a number of people that are specially trained to assist you in that regard. So please make use of those facilities so that you're able to produce excellent assignments and projects. So as you can see, we have a well-rounded project and an academic project as well as other activities that we have lined up for you whilst you're at the University of Limpopo. In addition, we also have other activities that might interest you. For example, we have entrepreneurship programs at the university. You will see adverts for these. Please join and get trained, because I know amongst a lot of you are budding entrepreneurs and we would love you to be economically active people in our population. So in conclusion, I would love to welcome you all and say thank you so much for choosing the University of Limpopo as your university of choice. We are going to offer you an excellent academic experience for your undergraduate degree. And if you excel there, we are going to take you up at postgraduate level. So we are ready for you to join us as well as you study with your postgraduate degrees. So from my side, welcome everyone. Have a great time, and I'm looking forward to see you on the graduation stage. Thank you.
Good morning. 처음에 앞시 the material sanibonani, asilotsheni, mangwanani, wolibwanje. It is a great pleasure and honor for me to welcome all of you on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Mohando, to the University of Limpopo. You are undoubtedly joining a university with a rich heritage and history. It started off as University of Limpopo in 1959. This means that today it is 64 years old. You are therefore joining a solid university whose graduates are found in various fields such as education, politics, business, and agriculture, and so on. In fact, his graduates are spread all over South Africa, and some of them are currently working abroad. In the same breath, it is proper to state that the university is extremely pleased and even proud to have students of your quality. We are therefore obliged to offer you the best support within our means, so that you can emerge successful in your respective studies. For those who may not be aware, please be informed that the university consists of 4 faculties, which are led by executive deans. We have the Faculty of Health Sciences, led by Professor Mtiba, the Faculty of Humanities, led by Professor Mawipo, the Faculty of Management and Law, under the leadership of Prof. Sivanda, and lastly, the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, led by Prof. Siwe. Of course, these executive deans do not work alone. They are assisted by directors of school and heads of department to offer academic programs that all of you are registered for. As a university, we also like to extend our congratulations to you for passing grade 12 with quality seals. We trust grade 12 has provided you with a sound academic foundation to succeed at university. Of course, most of you are going to be independent for the first time in their lives. Parents and your siblings are not nearby to give you appropriate guidance. You are therefore an adult who still requires proper guidance in types of behavior. As a parent, my advice to you is that books must come first in whatever you do. You came here alone and to leave this university alone. It would be so pleasing for you to leave this university with a degree or a qualification that you have come here for. I have no doubt at all that you will only have the ability to do well in your respective studies. In other words, work as hard as you can. There's no other medicine. Study the one, study in the afternoon, study even at night. And if you do all this, there's no doubt that you are going to pass well, and within a short space of time, you will be exiting this university with a quality degree that you are going to be proud of, and then enjoy their respective professions. Once again, congratulations for passing grade 12 with flying colors. We wish you all the best in your studies. And lastly, welcome to the University of Limpopo.
Greetings to our 2023 cohort. This is a very special cohort for us as the University of Limpopo. And you are assured that you are indeed, there is no other cohort for 23 unlike yourself. We're looking forward as the Office of the Registrar to be working with you throughout your study years until you exit your programs. The responsibility of the Office of the Registrar is to ensure that your academic studies, your activities, your academic activities are well taken care of. You will find that in the faculty where you are, there will be the Office of the Assistant Registrar that will be assisting you, making sure that all issues related to your studies are attended to. We'd like to really take this opportunity to welcome you to this great university on behalf of my 4 assistant registrars in the 4 faculties. It is very important as a student to know and understand the conditions that govern and also the condition through which we will be administering your studies. We have the academic calendar that details exactly what you are expected to do, the time where you will be taking your examination, and the time where you will be re-enrolling, especially when we go into the new academic year 2024. Make sure that you really familiarize yourselves with the your school calendars, the general rules that are there in the general academic calendar. Make sure that you also know, this one is very important, that you also adhere to your assessment schedules as your lecturers and staff in the faculties will be given to you. In terms of adjusting to this academic year, we know that unlike in high school or in other settings, we're going to be expected to go through your first set of exams around the end of June, mid-May towards the end of June. You will be taking your first semester exams. It is very important that you familiarize yourself with what is expected of you so that you can have a very enjoyable 2023 academic year. We know that this great institution has all the necessary support mechanisms. Please just make sure that you know where those are. In terms of our administration, I've already said that each faculty will have the assistant registrar who is assisting our office in terms of making sure that you feel at home at all times. This is very important. Even sometimes when you don't have a problem, just visit them, just say hi, I'm part of you, please look after me, so that by the time you encounter some challenges, you already know where to go. In schools, if you are in schools, make sure that that is the schools here within the university, not the school where you're coming from, but the school here in the university. Each faculty has a number of schools. Where you are based in the school, there will be a principal admin officer who is supposed to closely look at assisting you in terms of making sure that your marks, everything are looked after and everything is looked after. Please also take into account, especially this I'm going to underline, everybody who is registering with us, all of you here, and you are expected at least by the end of July to have given us your copy of the matric certificate. This is very important. You must have given us that so that your registration can then be authenticated. Before then, we'll just be operating mainly because you have given us the statement of result. We've also checked on the matric tape that your marks are all legit. But please, when you come back from home in July, make sure that you give us the copy of the matric certificate. This is very much critical in terms of our administration of your academic stay here on campus. We'd like to wish you the best from the Office of the Registrar. We'll make sure that even at the end, when you walk on our stage, having graduated the program that we have started, we will always say, thank you for having been with us at the University of Limpopo. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Good morning, our staff, and good morning, all students. We are the team from the Center for Academic Excellence. With me, I have my colleagues. Here on my right, I have Miss Mohale, in charge of the supplementary instruction. I also have Dr. Nekota, who is in charge of the Reading and Writing Center. There's also on my left, Miss Tosa, who is in charge of the mentorship program. Then also the face of CAD, our senior secretary, Mrs. Lekota. Then we also have Professor Netwango from the staff supports on my right. And we also have Miss Shia in the staff support again. On my left, we also have Dr. Matupane in the staff supports. And then we have Mr. Colin Truwani in the teaching leader. It is a great delight that I, on behalf of the Center for Academic Excellence, welcome you all most heartily to the University of Limpopo. We want to congratulate you on two fronts. First, for doing well in your matric exams. Second, for your admission into university. And more importantly, for making your university of first choice. University of Limpopo is a university that will give you higher education experience of a lifetime. You will never regret. Like any new university student, you have dreams, anxieties, and unanswered questions. It is normal. Just as George Bernard Shaw once said, I quote, "Progress is impossible without change. And those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything," close the quote. I have confidence in you because in education, we are what I call COVID education survivors. Your families are proud of you. Your schools are proud of you. The nation is proud of you. And the University of Limpopo is proud of you.
Welcome to the University of Limpopo Library and Accommodation Services. The library is managed by an executive director, assistant director, hospital libraries, 4 senior librarians responsible for all client services under the leadership of Ms. T. M. Jane Gyaki. Information services under the leadership of Ms. Kim A. Shiroma. Hospital libraries under the leadership of Mr. M. P. Shida. And electronic resources under the leadership of Ms. N. Wikiet. The library has a number of librarians serving the university in various portfolios. They are Librarian for Technical Services, Mr. S. S. Mediva. Librarian for the Faculty of Humanities, Mr. L. L. Siabi. Librarian for the Faculty of Health Sciences and Science and Agriculture, Mr. T. S. Shai. Librarian for Interlibrarians, Ms. M. L. Budiba. Those were staff from the Library Information Services. We welcome you to the University of Limpopo Library and Information Services, and we congratulate you on your excellent achievement in your matric examinations. You made a good choice to begin your career journey with the University of Limpopo, where knowledge is created and shared. The libraries are available to support you in your studies and in your quest to become lifelong information network veterans. The career journey that you have started involves gathering knowledge from trustworthy scholarly works. However, the world of information access continues to evolve, changing how we explore and find valuable information. As you know, everybody can access Google. But the information on Google is not always from credible sources. You can depend on the library services designed to help you to acquire information from reliable sources to support your studies and research needs in line with our motto, quality information service is our priority. The library is well positioned to simplify the task of finding quality information by providing connections and facilities to support the growth of knowledge, creativity, and innovativeness. Furthermore, the library provides access to information for personal development and leisure. The varied connections and services are accessible virtually or in person from the main campus library and the Polokwane campus library, which has branches at the Mambe Hospital and Pietersburg Hospital. Searching through the Library Information Services website provides access to online information guides called LIP guides, online training sessions, the library catalog, and the one-stop search discovery platform for print, electronic resources, and databases. The UL Institutional Digital Repository, called UL Space, holds theses and dissertations from UL graduates, other items of research value of UL origin, and unique items relating to the history of the university. The different support services in the form of reading spaces, seminar rooms for group discussions and presentations, electronic classrooms, computer rooms, internet connectivity, free Wi-Fi, and supportive technology are all freely accessible. Through collaboration with the university community, the academic departments, and other key stakeholders and partners, we ensure that our users get services aligned with their needs. The interlibrary loan system facilitates access to information resources not available in the UL libraries. On and off-site access to licensed and open access information resources is supported 24/7. The online services have been enhanced to cater for remote virtual access and to avoid service disruptions resulting in limited operations. Online services allow library users to access information resources and support from their own devices. In addition, the library website serves as an important service point where physical access is when physical access is restricted or limited. Ensuring that you have registered that as a library user and that your user profile is up to date will facilitate remote access. Thus, we are encouraging every one of you to ensure that you have an up-to-date library user report. Subject librarians provide specific subject-related services to guide and assist with information queries and literature search, training on contact or virtual. Please visit the library website where you will find contact details for the different subject librarians for your disciplines. The subject librarians also offer training on Blackboard and also regularly update the links to the resources and services that are offered by the library. We look forward to a fruitful interaction with you in the coming months and years, and to offer you support that will contribute to holistic academic success and help reach your goals. You are encouraged, ladies and gentlemen, to visit the library website to access the opening hours and the library rules. The library support fits perfectly in your dream to complete your qualification in record time and to give you a competitive advantage in the labor market. We thank you. Good morning to all of you new students. Sanubonani, Warreni, Absheni, Acheroning, Sandocha, Dumelang. With an Alma Faniene. And I'm 13-year white role. Welcome to the University of Limpopo. My name is Wetaki Masapa, and I'm known to students as Mama Sipa. So when you see me next time, Mama Sipa, and that's how we are going to get address me. Welcome to the University of Limpopo. You are here now. You have been waiting for long to come to this university. You have arrived. You are now starting a new life, and that this is very important after high school and breaking all the barriers from families, the locked gates and everything else. You are here in a new environment. This is your new home. Some of the parents are worried and wondering what's going to happen to you. Remember, you are above 18 now. If you are not, I beg your pardon. You will get there, don't worry. If you are 18, you must know that legally you are a bigger person now. You can stand on your own in courts and everywhere else. So you are an adult. You are regarded as an adult. So relax and start behaving like one. Start behaving like an adult. The first thing that I'm going to talk to you about is a warning then, to say to you, never forget what you have come to the university for. In addition to academic activities that you are going to be having, what you are maybe here for, life goes on campus and off campus. We have the Division of Student Affairs, which I am the Dean of, that is going to be supporting you and guiding you throughout this life experiences on campus and off campus. Take your time to learn. Do not rush into things. Make use of the opportunities that are provided to you. You may find yourself being a South African top athlete, and you would have started here on our campus. People have, we have people that are occupying very high positions because of what they did and they started here in this university. Or you may find yourself being the president of this country. This is where Ramaphosa started. He started on this campus. So don't underestimate yourself. You can be something that you never thought you would be. We have different programs that give you those opportunities. And my opponents in my division are going to be explaining them individually to you.
Sure.
One special request that I'm making to you is, please do not find yourself alone in a corner crying. We don't want that. Don't ever find yourself in a corner crying. The entire university, or across all this 4 fences by the whole. The entire university, the entire population in the university are your people. So this is a new community to you. This is your home. If programs that we are having are related to health, we have the Student Health and Wellness Center where you can go and get assistance. Mr. Litebene is the head of the center. He will explain what is happening, what is supposed to be done there. He's going to be talking to you. If you are bored, we've got many grounds. Go to the sport grounds, and Ms. Sonika Fritz is going to explain what they have in sports. Don't get bored. We might actually really find your life activated there in the sport fields. So that might just be something that you never really thought in your head. If it is accommodation that is bothering you, maybe your roommate or in the bed is uncomfortable, we have Memli Megwan. She is going to also explain what has to happen. She will talk to you after this. And then please report everything. There are many people there that she has employed to make sure that you receive the services. If it is about personal problems of dealing with yourself, we have the Center of Counseling and Development
Professor Maran, Dr. Marane is going to be talking to you, and Dr. Marane will then explain everything on how best you can get services in that center. If you need to report issues of crime immediately, you have to do that immediately, and then things that are not acceptable, that you are not agreeing with, people touching you with, fraud, people have stolen, those things have to be reported immediately. Now, for gender-based violence, there is an office at the place called TV White Space, and Dr. Napabwana is going to explain how the process goes on for reporting it. For other unacceptable behavior such as theft, torture, whatever it is, we have security. You have to go and report at the security immediate. Don't wait until too late. As soon as this thing happens, immediate. If you are in the residences, try to get assistance from the people in the residences. They will assist you to do that, to report to the necessary report at relevant offices. If you have issues related to students, we've got the SRC and we have the office of Mr. Luman. Mr. Luman will take you through what we can do, what they do, how we can benefit from their department. For any other thing, come to my office. My office is on the first floor, at the old admin building. Just go there on that floor, they will show you where I am. And if you can't afford a number, not a private number, 082-200-5251. You can actually just WhatsApp me. You can call me, but you can always WhatsApp me. 082-200-5251. If you don't behave yourself, there are elders on this campus. They will guide. I said that this is a new home, just to inform you that we do have elders on this campus. They will guide you. So please behave yourself and make sure that you familiarize yourselves with the code of conduct, the rules and regulations of this university, and then stay safe. I welcome you to the university. We have the solutions that you are looking for. We have the solutions for Africa. You're all welcome. Stay safe. Thank you.
Welcome to our university for 2023. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce you to the Department of Student Governance, Life and Development. And you had the Dean of Students explaining in detail what the matters of student affairs relate to. I would like to take this opportunity then to expand and advise you that now that you are in charge of yourselves, it doesn't only mean you don't have guidance. We are part of your guidance, and we are guidance in this university in the sense that we take care of all other matters that you always would have advocated for at home. So we need your cooperation in that regard. We're looking forward to you to be the best behaved students, spend time having fun on campus and learning, having friends, but at the same time not forgetting your main goal and the main objective of being here in the university. The Department of Student Life and Governance, and as well as development, it really focuses on affording you an opportunity to be exposed on out-of-class curriculum or activities, more or less on student life. So for student governance-related matters, you will see you have a student representative council as the SRC, and out of that you'll be having other student structures that you can participate on. They are differentiated into 3 categories. The first one relates to political activity, of which it's any political party that you wish to align with. The other one relates to religious structures, where people of faith can still get attached on campus, and you continue with your out of campus life within campus. And the third one relates to your academic associations by virtue of the program that we have enrolled for. So we really encourage you to link up, get active in relation to those, because if you're really doing less, you can get distracted on all other matters that are relevant on campus. The Department of Student Governance are under the governance wheel. That's exactly what we deal with. We're dealing with student leadership and all of that aspect. But then when it comes to student life, we then afford you an opportunity to make sure that you are taken care of. So in matters of bereavement and all related matters, we deal with those matters. We host memorial services if we could get to those challenges with the students within their lives. We are the relevant office that really work with your parents in terms of dealing with such situations. And then the developmental part. This is where we are inviting you. We are very excited in the Office of the Dean of Students that we have a Zanella project. This program really focuses on affording opportunities to young people to be exposed on all the extracurricular activities in terms of learning. It is an integration of sporting activities, kind of learning, student development, housing-related matters as well as sporting matters. So it's a very interesting opportunity that we love you to really follow up and enlist and make sure that you are part of it. Towards my conclusion, I think it's very also important to explain, to really expand to you to say, we are not here to serve yourself. We are here to serve your parents. Don't forget your main goal. Please graduate on record time. It can be exciting to be in university, but please keep the focus. Please read the rules that you've been given by your academic departments. Read them thoroughly so that you don't become the victim at the end, where you say, I was not aware that you don't bring this in the exam room. I was not aware. These are the implications of not writing an exam. And I also want to indicate, some of you may have been used to assemblies where the rules are being shared, where there is a lot of freedom that you won't be seeing those. So I really encourage you to spend your own time in looking at those rules, trying to also guard yourself, because don't later on as to why didn't you show up in the class yesterday. No one is going to follow up with you. It is you. You are here to change your family circumstances. We are the hero that has to represent that family. Others I rely on you to do better here, change the life circumstances, and improve your societies and communities. Once you're on campus, where do you locate us, the student governors? We are situated at the old admin block at the first floor. It is also on the Dean of Students Z. And then your student counseling representative will be addressing in Shopee. You will find them at the student chambers. You are more than welcome at any given time if you are facing problems, in particular out of class, to frequent these offices to check and as really require assistance. Thank you very much. Welcome to our university. Enjoy yourself. There are a lot of events that are exciting lined up by the SMC as well. We want you to partake on them. Be careful, take care of yourself, and enjoy your 2023 and do better. Thank you very much.
Greetings to our first entering students for the academic year 2023. Standing in front of you is President Vincent Makam, SRC President. We are here representing all the students in all spheres across the university. I would love to welcome the 2023 students so that they can feel at home in the university. And should they be having any problems, any kind of problems, they can come straight to the SRC's office or maybe get us on our WhatsApp numbers. It's going to be always available to assist all the students. From the SRC, we are going to assist the student in terms of their financial needs, maybe financial charities. From the Office of the Treasurer in absentia today, and also those who also are going to church, if you also have a structure, and also portfolio the SRC of cultural, and also those who go to be having problems with housing, either they're having a problem with their roommate, not treating them well, and any other kind of issues. We also have the Office of Housing under the leadership grower, and also those who are going to form part of sports activities like myself. We have the capable leadership KG under the sports, and also those who are going to be here for the most productive reasons why the students in terms of academics. We're having our faculties and also our faculty representative, Faculty of Humanities with leadership Kuter, Faculty of Science and Agriculture which is Captain Nipples, Faculty of Science, Faculty of Health which is Leadership Portia, and also Faculty of Management and Law, which is Leadership Jacob Mira. In case any kind of misconduct by the lecturers within the faculties who are also having our school council in various schools, in case any lecturer decides to misbehave or behave otherwise, where they feel like the students are being threatened, the students are welcome to report to those 11 offices that site. You can start your case by reporting to the school council. Should the school council fail to execute, take it up to the faculty chair. Should the faculty chair fail to execute what we need, you can then come straight to the office of the president, President Piper. They will make sure that we come with immediate solutions to solve all the problems which our students are facing. And furthermore, I also want to say that to the students of University of Limpopo, please come and enjoy it, feel at home. If any problems arose throughout the academic year 2023, do not hesitate to enter upon us or come wherever we are. We'll see us in our red regarding as we were the EFF deployed SRC. In that direction, I'm saying thank you. Please feel at home. The University of Limpopo is your new home now. Any other problems, they just come and report straight to us. I submit.
Greetings in the name of health and wellness. My name is Honore Siremampa, and Assistant Manager at the Health and Wellness Center. On behalf of the Student Health and Wellness Center, let me raise to thank you for making University of Limpopo the University of Tools. Once more, let me join in the university management in welcoming you the 2023 fall. Talking about the Student Health and Wellness Center, we are a department within the Student Affairs Division. We are a department of noble character, aspiring to inspire the success of students in this university by improving their health and well-being. We are strategically located in the western side of the university, next to Gate 2, that is the gate to the shopping complex. Our main objective is to offer a one-stop comprehensive healthcare services to the students. This simply means that all of your health needs will be catered for in this health center. Unpacking the services that we offer there at the Student Health and Wellness Center, we offer primary healthcare services, which is your day-to-day consultation. We also offer HIV, AIDS, TB, STI, and COVID-19 services. That's where now we give information on how to prevent those infections. We also screen, we investigate, we treat, manage, and support you throughout your stay on this campus. We again offer sexual and reproductive healthcare services. That's your contraceptives, your pregnancy test, your baby's pill, and many others. We also offer mental health and gender-based violence services. You can all attest that we are a wounded society. And it is an open secret that you, as adolescents and young adults, you are exposed to all these forms of GBV. And that's where we chip in. We are here to offer screening, counseling, and referral to the relevant offices. You are not alone. Please don't die alone. We are here to support you. We also embrace diversity. We have services for the LGBTQIA+, that is our Rainbow Nation, as well as our people living with a disability. We also offer social services. You know, there are students who go to classes and go to bed on an empty stomach. We cannot just sit back and be spectators. We try by all means to cater for those students. We aiming at relieving social distress. We also offer health promotion services. You will see your peers, people of your age who are students running around giving information on how to promote health and to prevent diseases. We operate on weekdays, that's Monday to Friday from 8 hour to 16 hour. We are, however, closed during the weekends and public holidays. In cases of emergency and even after hours, you are to dial these numbers to activate an ambulance. That's 015-268-2823 or 2498 or 2454. We're looking forward to meeting you in the days and months ahead. Please do not hesitate to call this number 015-268-3502 if in need of any clarity or any health-related concern. Please do not die alone in your rooms. We are here to support you. Remember, COVID-19 is still right. Comply with the safety regulations. Nothing has changed. You keep the distance, you put on your mask, you wash your hands, you sanitize, and all the safety regulations as I know you can sing them now. Remember once more that your academic success is our top priority. Your input determines your output. Graduate healthy and alive. Thank you.
Thank you. As already been indicated by the Dean of Students, Dr. Masifa, I'm Fernando Mefwana, the Manager in Student Accommodation at the University of Limpopo. My department is responsible for providing accommodation for the students at the University of Limpopo and also responsible for the students who are safe off campus. I'm just going to take you through a bit about the operation in residence administration. Like I've already indicated, we provide good, conducive living and learning environment for the students staying in our residences. Our department is having a series of buildings around our campus, but however, the space is very, very limited. In our office, we're having the levels of operation starting with our residence administrators who operate from 7:30 up until 4 o'clock. And later, when they knock off, we're having the student development officers who are lecturers, the student assistant who are our fellow students, and the front who are also going to be there to assist you in case there is any problem. As I already indicated, our office operates 24/7. It means if you have any problem, any challenge in the evening during the day, you will be getting assistance as much as possible. And the main vision and the responsibility of our office, as I already indicated, other than providing accommodation, we are also responsible for your welfare. Staying in a residence is as if you're staying at your own, away from home. And we ensure that your stay in the residence is going to be a user-friendly one. You are going to enjoy staying in the residence provided you are going to be working together with us. We have the rules and regulations in the residences whereby each and every student immediately you get sent in the residences, we are going to send you the rules and regulations, which we call the Student Service Guide through our link, and that is where we are going to get all the rules and regulations pertaining to the operation of the residences. And in the Student Service Guide is also indicated on giving you how the procedure for you to get accommodation next year. Remember, I already indicated that we don't have enough space into the residence, so our accommodation into the residence is guided by what is entailed in the Student Service Guide and our residence admission policy. I just want to take you a bit about what are the key issues into the residence admission policy. Firstly, the issue of your reserving space with us is very, very important. Because we don't have enough space, we ensure that all the students who have interest in staying with us, they should apply for that particular space into the residence. So please, 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 I'm begging you, immediately come July each and every year, you will see the notices and the communique around the university and even on our website that you should apply for accommodation. Remember, if you don't apply for accommodation, it means you are not going to be staying in the residences the coming year. So it's very, very important for you to apply for the space. Another thing which also is the third in our admission policy is your performance. Remember, the reason you are here is you are a student, you're supposed to be performing. And that's what the residence administration policy is emphasizing. Because if you don't perform well, chances of you getting space into the residence is very, very slim. And I can say it's zero. Because in our policy, when we accommodate the student who pass all their modules. I just want to repeat, accommodation is provided to the students who passed all their modules. For example, if you have registered 8 modules in 2023, for you to get a space into the residence during your first and second level, you need to pass all your modules. And then passing on your modules and also applying is a guarantee that you will get space into the residences. And what we emphasize is that as much as you're going to be studying, it does not mean you don't have to socialize with other fellow students. There are recreational facilities at the residences. We are having different social life activities. We have the sports extravaganza, whereby all the residence students participate and compete with each other about the levels of sporting extra course, the netball, our softball, all the sporting course. As Dr. Masipa has already indicated, they are there for you to join, for you to participate, for you to be part of the best student life at the University of Limpopo. And one other thing which I also want to emphasize is the issue of the admission criterion. I want to touch this because it relates much with your application process. The minute you apply for accommodation, we are going to save your information into the investor system, and come the following year, if you have passed on your modules as I already indicated, you are going to be getting an admission into the residences, and will communicate with you through the TIACA email addresses, through the SMSs. We are using the SMS in most of the time. So make sure that you activate your cell phone number for us to be able to reach you out. And during the admission process, then you get the information on when you're supposed to be returned back to the university, and the information will also indicate where you're going to be getting your residence accommodation key. We are using the online system in most of our operation in residences. For you to be able to report your problem, for example, the light is not working, or maybe the plug is not working, we are having the central reporting system whereby you can just on your phone, just send the problem to residence@maintenance@ul.ac.za.
Sport have excited. Sports have disappointed. Sports have turned immature boys and girls into exceptional men and women. I would like to take this opportunity in welcoming all the first entering students to the University of Limpopo. I'm especially honored to welcome you from the Department of Sport and Recreation. My name is Sonika Fritz, and I'm the Acting Director for Sport and Recreation. I want to start by quoting one of the most famous people on earth, the former President of South Africa, Mr. Nelson Mandela. And he said, "Sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to you in a language that they understand. Sport can create hope where once there was only despair. It is more powerful than governments in breaking down racial barriers. It laughs in the face of all types of discrimination. As first entering students, you are nervous yet excited, starting an adventure, your adventure. This adventure will remain part of you for the rest of your life. And as part of University of Limpopo, we are honored to be part of your journey. I would like to thank our now retired director, Mr. Mapunyani, who served the university for 19 years, for the incredible platform that he has created in our sports department. As the new director, I would like to invite you to become a better version of you. Our aim at the department is to develop every student and staff member holistically. In other words, your overall well-being. A healthy body houses a healthy mind, remember? Whether you are athletic or not, competitive or not, we are determined to ensure that we cater for you. From our incredible chess club to our world champions in dancing, covering all racket sports, ball sports, athletics, volleyball, in total 23 sporting codes. We also have 2 gymnasiums, and we pride ourselves in the service that you will receive from our department. But what excites me most is the launch of our recreation program, where everyone will be welcome, under our African sky. This program will launch in middle February, and it's called the Friday Nights Under the Lights. Other projects that we will be engaged in this year will include self-defense classes, first aid programs, various coaching courses, umpiring courses, and so much more. Whether you're an athlete, an umpire, we are there to support you 100%. Our community projects are crucial to our success. Collaborations with other departments and stakeholders are our aim, and our success are their success. Through sport, you get to stay in shape, or you get to get into shape. It teaches you to organize your time. It boasts friendships, some that will last forever. It builds relationships with your peers and adults. It improves your mental well-being, your self-confidence, your self-esteem. It also encourages you to work as a team. And the benefits of sport are so much more. So I'm encouraging you to take this first step, to take a leap, and to join the sport and recreation community. Allow us to become part of your adventure and create a legacy at University of Limpopo, and make sport part of your life. I want to finish with the following. Somewhere behind the athlete that you've become, and the hours of practice and the coaches who have pushed you, is just a little boy or girl who fell in love with a game and never looked back. Thank you.
A very good morning, my dear students, and welcome to University of Limpopo. And we would like to congratulate you and welcome you and commend you for choosing the University of Limpopo as your university of choice. Now, academic administration, which is under the University Registrar in Bado, is a division that provides the academic administration courses for the core business of education, namely application for admission, registration, examination, graduation, and student records. Academic administration is comprised of enrollment management, assessment management, and certification in student records. There are general rules of the university. Now that we have been registered as a student, note that you have signed a contract between the university and yourself. You have signed a contract. Make sure that you renew the registration and payment of prescribed funds. Signing of the registration form, which is very much active. You have done that. Upon registration, all students must submit documentation. That is original city. First-time students must submit original documentation to the office will be registered. Certified copies of ID, document, and NSC certificate. Altered names or surnames. That's allowed. You can do that through the Office of Enrollment Management. A student shall not register a full-time qualification on a part-time basis. That is not done. If you are a full-time student, you are a teacher. You cannot register as a full-time or a part-time basis. That is not. You will have to follow an approved program of study. That is, if you have registered a qualification, there are general rules pertaining to undergraduate students. General Rule G3, that is with respect to registration. You have signed, or you have to be sure that you sign the registration form. We have to ensure that upon registration, all students must submit documentation to the university assessment policy. That is a policy governing that. A student shall be subjected to formative as well as summative assessment process. They say, if you play with fire, you'll be assessment fraud. That is not allowed. Should you be found? Should you be found? A punishment. That is an offense. After assessment, there is a conferment of a qualification, graduation, the important event of the institution. No person shall receive a qualification except an ordinary degree unless she has fulfilled all the requirements prescribed by the rules of the qualification. And I thank you.
You are all most welcome. I'm going to take you through the function of the Information and Communication Technology, ICT, which is one of the most important services that the university offers to you as a student to enable you and to support your academic activities as you go through your academic project. We'll take you through the key function areas of the ICT division, the facilities and services that are available to you as a student, the computer laboratories, operational hours, the internet and email services, as well as the student ICT applications and services that you can interact with, And finally, the bring your own device and remote support that is available to you as a student. Now, just very briefly, the ICT division is a strategic support division that is tasked to enable the university business. In other words, it is tasked to enable effective teaching and learning to take place through the use of digital and computer technologies. Our vision is to provide or to be a smart provider of coordinated and integrated quality ICT infrastructure and services that will enable effective and enhanced teaching, learning, and research. We'll do this through good corporate governance of ICT campuses of the university. This includes Teflop campus, which is the main campus of the university, the EduPark, which is the Teflop Graduate School of Leadership, or our business school, as well as the School for Legal Practice. Polokwane Hospital and Mankweng Nursing College, Dalmada Health Promotion Site, the Nelspruit Campus, and the Experimental Farm. Just to take you through briefly about the key functional areas or the units of the university, of the ICT division, one being the ICT governance and administration that deals with policy and strategy, and that is the unit that I'm in charge of. And you can see the details there in terms of contacts. ICT Project Management Office, which is led by Mr. TJ Mukebe. ICT User Support, or the service desk where you can log in your inquiries. This is led by Mr. Ledwaba, particularly for the staff, and for student computing services, it's led by Mr. Osbede. ICT Networks and Operations, which provides you with all the ICT resources like your internet and the connectivity, that is led by Mr. S.M. Doe. Business Systems, which provides you with the administrative services, is led by Mr. T. Ramova. Academic Computing Services, or e-learning, where you are going to use the technologies for your academic activities, that is led by Mr. M.A. Bushielo. Telecommunications, where we provide you with the telephony and the data for your mobile internet, that is led by Mr. J.T. Mashobawan. The facilities and services for the students, this includes the computer laboratories, as I indicated earlier, as well as the printing services, where you'll be able to print some of the content that you would like to access. Internet and mobile data, the email service, it's branded Kiaka for all the students of the University of Limpopo, and my TEF student portal, which is used for you to interact with information and the communication across the university services. Bring your own device and remote support, as well as e-learning. So these are the key services and the facilities that are available to you as the student of the university. That is a picture of the computer labs. There's quite a number of them spread across a number of buildings on the main campus. In total, we have 1,226 computers across 14 venues. This includes the mathematics building. You'll get to know them as you interact physically with the facilities in the main campus. The mathematics building consists of 4 laboratories with a total of 400 computers and 11 printers and 1 kiosk, which you are going to use to pay for your printing services. The old R block building which has 3 laboratories with 148 computers in total. The M block building consists of 3 laboratories with 148 computers and 2 printers. The Language and Communications building, which also consists of 3 labs with a total of 460 computers and 4 printers. And lastly, the MBI building, which is used specifically to allow you, the student, when you have a problem with your computer, your laptop or your tablet or any device, you can walk into that building and bring your device for support, where you'll be assisted technically. This building consists of 66 computers and 2 printers. Now, the main library print room also has 5 printers, and we also have facilities in the student chambers print room, which consists of 4 computers and 5 printers. And again, finally, at the R block print room, which is equipped with 4 printers. Now, the computer laboratories operating hours are indicated as on a Monday to Friday. The laboratories, all of them, are open between 7:30 in the morning until midnight. On Saturdays, open from 8 o'clock in the morning until 20 hours in the evening. On Sundays, open from 8 o'clock in the morning until 16 hours in the afternoon. During public and university holidays, the computer labs are closed. But you'll note that the above times are adjusted during examinations. In other words, you'll find that during examinations, this time may be extended. For example, you can even have a 24-hour operation or extended to later times. Now, the internet provision for the students. Internet is available largely throughout the campuses, and this can be done through wireless access, but you will note that not all locations are currently covered, but most of the locations, especially on the main campus, are covered with wireless connectivity. When you are authenticated on Wi-Fi, or when you use the cables in the computer lab, you can connect to the internet, and you are allocated with 16 gigabytes of data every day for your use, whether you are connecting through Wi-Fi or you are connecting using the network in the computer laboratories. With remote learning in place, as students of the University of Limpopo, you will be provided with at least 30 gigabytes of data every month. And sometimes it can go up to 40 gigabytes with other mobile network operators, but the minimum is 30 gigabytes of data with 20 gigabytes for the night use and 10 gigabytes for the day use. You will be required to complete an online survey. Please look out for SMS communication and the emails and on our social media platforms, where you are encouraged to go into our website and go to the online facilities and into your student portal and fill up the online survey to indicate your network provider, your cell phone number, and if you require data to be provided to you, that will be done on a monthly basis. So you are encouraged, all of you, to fill up the online survey to indicate if you require data and also your numbers and your network operator. Internet, again, is provided through this platform. The Wi-Fi that you are going to access through a platform called EduRoam. So this will be the name of your Wi-Fi SSID. When you want to connect to Wi-Fi on campus, you go through this SSID EduRoam, which is a secure, world-class, worldwide roaming access service, which is available to most of the universities, even internationally. It is available in a number of locations in 89 countries worldwide. And whenever you are in one of those, or you are visiting one of those locations where EduRoam is available, for example, even if you go to another university you are visiting in South Africa or even abroad, where there is EduRoam, you'll be able to connect using your University of Limpopo credentials, and you'll be able to access the internet in that respect. The students are provided with an email account. It is called Keaka email. That is a branded name for all the students of the University of Limpopo. This email is based on Microsoft 365 and it is cloud-based. And the format of your student email address will be your student number at keaka.ul.ac.za. So all the students that are registered with the University of Limpopo will have this email address in this format, starting with your student number and followed by at keaka.ul.ac.za. And please know that this email is available to you once you have been registered. It's available to you throughout your entire life. Even as you leave the university, you can continue to use it. It's a lifetime offering for you. Other applications include office applications, so you can be able to use your Word, where you can compile your documents, your assignments, your reports, Excel, spreadsheet, PowerPoint, and you can use all these services across 5 devices where you can activate your account. So if you have your laptop, you have your tablet, your cell phone, and another computer, up to 5 devices, you can use and access all these applications across those devices. And it offers you the email and the calendar services. It offers you the Teams for meetings where you can collaborate with your peers or with your lecturers. There is also 1 terabyte of storage on OneDrive. So this is the service that is available to you as a student of the University of Limpopo. The ICT applications and services that are available also include my TEF student portal, where you can update your financial details. And also, if you are using the off-campus accommodation, you can use it to conclude your lease agreement with your landlords. You can do health appointment with our health care center, healthcare and wellness center. You can use it for library space booking when you want to visit the library. You have a portal, also an application that is available for electronic voting during SRC elections. This is done online fully without any paper or pen. These are the applications that are available to all the students. And the other important application is what is called Student iEnabler. This one is an administration portal. You log into iEnabler through online facilities from the university website. You can then access your academic, or you can basically start with academic and residence application, as you have already done. And you can register, and I think now that you are a student, you have already gone through this process. But during your student journey, you will be able to use this portal to see your records, to view your academic record, to see your balances in terms of finances, and to make inquiries about your student. And you can also, your student profile, you can also change your profile using this portal. And the last one is the learning management system, which uses a platform called Blackboard. This one is used for your teaching and learning activities. Online lectures, you'll be able to attend remotely, and you'll get more information about this as you interact with your lecturers. But ICT has a dedicated unit that is able to support you to use this facility effectively and efficiently. The e-learning services, again, in terms of access to Blackboard, where you can then interact with online content, in other words, your lecture material. You can also, it provides online assessment. In other words, you can take your tests and examinations online. It is also used for communication and collaboration, where you can collaborate with your peers, you can communicate with your lecturers, and so on. So this is a total offering for your teaching and learning services that you can access completely online. It's a classroom that you can basically access via the internet using the Blackboard. You will attend online classes. Of course, it consists of, when you do exams, there is a tool called the proctoring tool, Inspira and Responders, which will make sure that this will be like your online invigilator, so that when you write the test and you are sitting alone somewhere remotely, these tools are used to invigilate, to make sure that the test that you write is credible and there is no cheating. There is also a tool used for plagiarism. When you start to do your research and you are submitting your assignments, where you compose your own essays and so on, this tool is used to check if you have not used other people's work and it is your own work. We also offer ICT training, where we accelerate your ability to interact with ICT and digital technologies. This training is offered through these e-learning services for basic computer literacy, digital literacy, internet literacy, and so on. And a support is also provided, where you can lodge your queries or questions either online or through walk-ins, and you will be assisted with your problems, technical problems that you encounter. The other part of support is called bring your own device. This means you can carry your laptop or your tablet or your phone, mobile phone, cell phone. This is done at the support offices, and the services are provided by qualified desktop administrators, and these are provided at the locations as listed here. The old MBI dining hall, and there is a a telephone number provided there where you can contact them. The R Block support office, the Match Building support office, as well as the languages lab. All this you'll get as this presentation will be posted online. You'll be able to download it, and you can always refer back to these numbers where you can make contact and seek help whenever you have any manner of technical problem with your devices. The remote support, this means this one is wholly remote. In other words, you can make a call or you can write an email where you will be assisted remotely without walking into a venue. This is done to enable effective online teaching and learning as part of the university's multimodal teaching and learning plan. The remote support is provided through those numbers. Please take note of this very important call center number. It's for you as a student to use whenever you have a challenge with your technology, your device, your connection, and anything that has got to deal with ICT. The number is 015-268 3608 is dedicated for students to get your support for any ICT related issue. There is also a dedicated email that you can write to. There's two of them. One is credentials@kiaka.ul.ac.za. The other one is support@kiaka.ul.ac.za. These two emails are provided exclusively for the student to use. When you have a problem, just drop an email to these addresses and you will be assisted by a capable team. The WhatsApp and Telegram chatbot will be released soon. They are still under development and we will be launching them, and they will be added to the suite of support platforms that you will use to seek help or assistance with any of the challenges in the use of the ICT services and the technology. And with that, I thank you and I wish you all the best as you traverse your journey through the academic year 2023. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, our new students to the University of Limpopo. We are here to welcome you to this university. We are from the International Office, and my name is Professor Mbambetekana. I'm the director in that office, and I don't work alone in the office. We are 4 staff members at the moment. The other person, firstly, who works in our office, let me start with Ms. Anna Chwene. Ms. Anna Chwene is our administrator in the office. So if you cannot find any of us, she's always there to assist. Then we have Ms. Buliswa Musana. Ms. Musana is responsible for all the needs of international students, starting from application, when you're doing registration, and also when you are here on campus with various services that we provide in our office. Lastly but not least is Mr. Vosi Matamo. Mr. Matamo is responsible for partnerships and scholarships. So for your benefit, he is the one who will inform you with scholarships to go overseas and study there, and also bursaries that you can apply for, and lastly visits where you can go for 1 month, for 2 months overseas to go and learn from there, see the culture that people are living there, and so on. So this is the team that we have in the international office. To our new students, we just want to welcome all of you to the University of Limpopo. And we also would like to congratulate you for your metric results that have landed you here at our university and afforded you admission into our university. And to our postgraduate students as well who are new in this university, we want to thank you for choosing the University of Limpopo to extend or to advance your career in the professions that you have chosen. So all of you undergraduate, postgraduate students, you are most welcome to the University of Limpopo. Secondly, to our international students who have joined us this year, we would like to welcome you and say that we do understand that some of you, it is the first time that you are away from home, and most importantly, maybe also the first time away from the country of your origin. We also understand that that comes with anxieties, that comes with fear,
that comes with uncertainties of how is it going to be like being away from home and away from your country. That is also added on by the fact that it is your first year at any university. So all of those things bring those anxieties. But as the Office of International Affairs, we want to assure you that we are going to be your home away from home, where you can come to us when you have any issues, come to us when you have those anxieties, so that we can assist you, help you to feel at home, and also be a liaison between yourselves and the many services that you are going to hear about within the university. Because sometimes this first day of orientation, you are told a lot of information which, as the year goes, you will forget about. So all these services you are going to be told, but if it happens that you don't remember or you don't know where to go, you come to our office and we will point you in the correct direction. And the other thing that we will help you with, we understand that the academic enterprise or the academic journey that you are going to get into may not be a smooth one. And as you know that you have had to have a study permit to come to our university. Now, when that study permit is going to come to an end, you need to come to our office so that we can assist you to extend your permit to study in our university and in this country, and give you all the necessary information that you may need. To our South African students, both old and new, we would like you to welcome together with us our international students. We would plead with you to make them feel at home, to make them part of the UN community, and in your classes, in your laboratory groups, in your study groups, just be aware and find out, so that if there is an international student, we take them under your wing, you show them around, you show them your culture, and make them feel at home, and help them to also make friends within the institution. And that would help you to learn about where they come from, the culture, their country, and you are also helping them to learn about you, about who we are in South Africa and what and how we do things here, and also at the University of Limpopo. Again, to all of you as first-year students, we would like to inform you that in our office, as I have said, that Mr. Magamo is responsible for scholarships. Time and again, you have to check your email addresses. We advertise scholarships for students to go and study abroad. We advertise bursaries that we get through the Department of Higher Education and Training for students to study abroad. We also get from our partners calls to send out students, maybe for a month, for 3 weeks, and so on, to go and learn in those universities. And therefore, when you see those adverts that we put out in your email address, please contact our office, contact Mr. Makam, and he will explain more about it, and he will also help you to apply for those opportunities. So, with all of that, welcome again to the University of Limpopo, a university that is full of opportunities and a university that is for all of you. Thank you very much, and you are most welcome.
At the center, we have the psychologists, the student counselors, who are always available to talk and assist students. These student counselors, the psychologists, are Vincent Klute, our Deputy Director, Matimba Chauke, our student registered counselor, Julia Shashla, our student counselor psychologist, Queen Matsapotuna, our student counselor psychologist, Dorothy Malimena, our student counselor psychologist, Nshori Ngobeni, student counselor psychologist, and Millicent Litswalo, our senior secretary. We also have Anna Mabina, who is not with us here today. These staff members are at your disposal. They will help you to feel better, sleep better, look better, and feel better. Our senior secretary, Millicent Litswalo, is the one who's going to answer all your calls and give you direction accordingly. We are assisted by what we call peer counselors. Peer counselors are trained senior students who assist the center in helping other students. This group of peer counselors behind me are the ones who have been appointed to assist us during the 2023 academic year. Our dear students, I believe your parents, your guardians, your siblings, your relatives, and your communities have prepared you for this new home away from home. And I trust you will behave accordingly. You will not disappoint them or yourselves. From matric to first year at university is a big leap indeed. Entering into a new, huge and diverse environment like this university could be exciting and daunting at the same time. This could also be traumatic to some people. This could be an overwhelming experience because you are treading new ground, and you may find it difficult to adjust, challenging to adapt, and challenging to cope. But the Center for Student Counseling and Development staff, together with the peer counselors, are available to assist you. Always remember that the center's basic aim is promotion of optimum adjustment and happiness of students during their stay at the university. Your well-being, your mental health is key in order for you to succeed in your studies. The services we offer to students include, amongst others, counseling and psychotherapy, general life skills, academic skills, and career development. That is, the center assists students with the challenges related to academic, personal, psychosocial, as well as career and vocational. There are times when you may find that you are not as keen and interested in your schoolwork as you ought to be. You may find it difficult to keep your mind on your schoolwork, on your studies. You may experience a need to improve your reading rate and comprehension. You may find that you have difficulties in studying effectively in preparing for your tests and for your exams. And you may also find yourself doing your utmost in your studies, but still obtain low marks. If you find yourself in this predicament, don't waste time. Go to Block D or call us on the numbers I'm going to provide you with at the end of this presentation. Another area that we address with students is career and vocational development. There are times when you may feel unsure about your future career. You may want to know about the various occupations from which you can choose the career that is best suited for you. You may want to know more about the job opportunities that are available in your chosen occupation. You may want to know whether you have the ability, whether you have the capability, the personality, and the talent to make success of your chosen career. If you feel this way, feel free to contact the staff of the Center for Professional Help. The university is going to groom you to become responsible adults. From the university, you will be adults who will have to go out and venture in the world of work. In this regard, when the student's stay at the university comes to an end, the center seeks to help them find employment in both the public and private sectors. The center goes all out to link the students with the prospective employers through various social media platforms. Through the center, different companies communicate with students and also conduct virtual workshops for them in preparing them for the world of work, as well as interviewing them for job opportunities, internships, learnerships, vacation jobs, and so on and so forth. One other area that we address is provision of counseling and psychotherapy, like I indicated previously. The center staff assist students on how to deal with their personal problems, because oftentimes, if students have personal or psychosocial problems, they are likely to fail their tests and exams if they don't come or if they don't contact the center staff. In this regard, there are times when you may find yourself feeling anxious, nervous, or depressed. You may find yourself feeling lonely and also finding it difficult to get along with people, including authority figures. You may find yourself having difficulties in making personal decisions. You may find yourself experiencing problems related to sexuality, dating, courtship, and marriage. You may find yourself having problems related to drinking, smoking, social media and general web addiction, sex addiction, food addiction, ferocious appetite, and drug taking. You may find yourself experiencing problems related to idols, morals, and values. And if you have any other challenge or difficulty regarding your life in general, feel free to contact the staff at the center. For all these years that you are going to spend at this university, be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Be smart, be wise, and fortify your lives with the right friendships. You must not suffer in silence. You must not wait until you are incapacitated. Listen to your body and respond to it. Take expeditious measures before it is too late. And when the going gets tough, when times get torrid, when things go horribly wrong, be like sunflowers. Always turn your heads towards the warmth of the sun. Always turn to the Center for Student Counseling and Development. The staff at the center is hired to hold your hands and walk you through the academic jungle until you emerge victorious at the other end, until you complete your studies. Take advantage of the services the center offers to students. My last call is check your emails regularly, because this is the new way of communicating with you. And I'm confident that you will, because you are exceptionally good with modern technology. You are also advised to listen to Radio Tab, consult with your lecturers, surf the internet, use social media wisely, and check the university website. That's where you will find the center's self-help brochures. You are going to be invited to attend online sessions in groups where the staff members, where the psychologists, together with the peer counselors, are going to take you through transition from high school to university life activities. Keep on checking your emails for the invitations. Our offices are located at Block D. Our office number is 015-268-2437. Our toll-free number is 0800-127-565. And our email address is cscd@ul.ac.za. Lastly, I want to repeat this. Should you experience any other problem that has an adverse effect on your studies, contact the staff of the center. Once more, welcome to the University of Limpopo.
Welcome to the University of Limpopo. We are from the Reafona Disability Center. I'm going to introduce the staff from the Reafona Disability Center. First, my name is Professor Tikilidi Marshall, the Director of the Reafona Disability Center. I have with me Mr. Kokule, the Deputy Director of the Reafona Disability Center, Mr. Chochi, the IT Technician, Mr. Mbotanyana, the Braille Technician, Mrs. Makwana, the Assistant Braille Technician, Mrs. Rangata, the Admin Officer, Mrs. Pukani, the Secretary, and Mr. Gekana, the caregiver. Those are the staff of the Reafona Disability Center. A warm welcome to the University of Limpopo. We promise you your stay at the university will be exciting and inspiring for each one of you. We are delighted that you have decided to join us. You chose the University of Limpopo to shape your future. You have made the right choice. The University of Limpopo has mastered the art of creating a livable environment that allows students with disabilities to access high-quality education and navigate their way
around the campus. Reafona Disability Center offers academic support to students with disabilities, empowering them to communicate their needs so that they can fully participate in every sphere of post-secondary education. The center primarily creates a dependable, accessible, and welcoming environment in which students with disability can gain access to and succeed in all academic programs while contributing equally to the university's legacy. To achieve this goal, the center has various sections that provide specific learning resources for students on campus. The center provides a variety of services, including computer facilities, accessible material and notes, orientation and mobility to acquaint students with visual impairments with the university environment. Limited assistive devices, scheduling extra time for exams and counseling. The aim is to inspire and support equal academic participation in the learning environment for students with disabilities. It currently operates 6 service areas that provide specific learning resources. That is, reception, administration, audio braille library, braille services area, information technology, and orientation and mobility services. Some of the cutting-edge learning resources include low vision reading room, which is equipped with large-screen computers and electronic magnifiers to assist partially sighted students in reading their text. The audio braille library, which allows for easy access to academic materials. Students can borrow braille and printed books. And then we have the braille section. Here we transcribe text into alternative formats for visually impaired students, and students can use this service, which includes enlarged text and braille. We have the computer laboratory, which provides computer applications technology to blind students, uses specialized software in order to technologically equip them and enable them to study independently in today's digital world. The service area prepares students to use advanced adaptive technology for multimodal learning. The center also provides orientation and mobility instruction for blind and partially sighted students who are trained to learn their various routes on campus and in surrounding areas. This is allowing them to move freely and independently around the campus and shopping centers. Furthermore, orientation and mobility helps all students who are blind, visually impaired, or have multiple disabilities to be independent, not only in travel, but also in any daily task that they want to do, such as learning how to cook, iron clothes, sweep, bathe, and make sandwiches. The center currently accommodates the following types of disabilities. First, visual impairment, and we offer support like accessible study material, transcription support, digital recorders, dedicated examination room with desktop computers with large screen monitors, enlarged copies, extra time concessions, infrastructural adaptations such as mapped steps and mapped doors. Access to braille transcription, specialized magnification software and hardware. Then we come to physical and mobility. Here the support that we offer dedicated workstations, computer laboratory, extra time concessions, infrastructural adaptations, ramps, accessible ablutions, accessible door handles, light switches, desks, tables, and so on. Walking aids, mobility aids, e.g. scooters, wheelchairs, and accessible transport. We have also support for learners with specific learning difficulty. Here we offer them test and exam concessions, digital recorders. And those who have hearing impairment or hard of hearing and hearing loss, we offer hearing aids, digital recorders that can be used by students with substantial amount of residual hearing, and recordings of lecturers can be listened to at leisure. Extra time concessions and alternate format study materials. We also support students who have medical and chronic difficulties. We offer resting areas, psychological assessment and counseling, recording devices, and extra time concessions. The last one is the mental health problems. We offer students with referrals or access to relevant temporary services, test and exam concessions, and recording devices. It may be difficult to adjust to university life and to adopt a new teaching and learning methods. The center works with other university units to provide both academic and emotional support. When things get tough, do not isolate yourself. We are here for you. Speak to our friendly administrative staff. They are eager to serve you with diligence and pride. Remember that no question is stupid. You are not sure of something, please ask. We are looking forward to partnering with you as you unleash your talents and utmost potential. Remember that continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking your full potential. Welcome to the University of Limpopo. Thank you very much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mafilu Ashton Mamba. I'm the Director of Safety and Security. I will be actually taking this moment to present what the Safety and Security Unit or Division is doing here in the University of Limpopo. And before I get to my presentations, let me just take these opportunities to first welcome you into the University of Limpopo. And before I even have to welcome you guys, let me just take the opportunity to also congratulate you for making it through this university populations. So without the need to waste the time, let me just go deep into my presentations. And firstly, I want you guys to understand and why safety and security at this campus. One important issue that the point that I want to emphasize is that the Department of Safety and Security exists to offer the following mandate as mandated by the Council and the Vice Chancellor of this university. We are actually here to provide safe and secure campus environments to the university community. Number one. Secondly, to protect our university properties. And thirdly, to ensure that the public interacting with the university on the daily basis are also safe from any kind of hardware. So what is important is that you also need to understand why we exist here at the University of Limpopo.
We do have a various service offering that we are offering at the university, which I might actually say that we are essentially exist to provide the following key security services on campus. Number one, the operational control room on the campus, which is actually operating on the 24-hour basis and is there to ensure that all issues relating to student university community are actually captured and responded accordingly. Secondly, we do also have to provide the CCTV surveillance system on campus. Why we do this is to ensure that over and above the cities that we are offering, we also have the CCTV surveillance cameras on campus, which ensure that the university populations, the students, and as well as all those strategic areas within the campus are all safeguarded for any kinds of crimes within the university. And one key important aspect is that we exist to ensure that the university population, which comprises of the staff and students, and basically now the focus will be on the student, is that we do provide student access cards which assist our students to access various strategic areas within the campus. And also the cards is also work as a means of identification, especially when you have to access the university facility. We do also offer the reaction services, which is comprises of about 3 vehicles which are stationed at the 3 access points, which is gate 1, gate 2, gate 3. And we only offer this service after hours, between 18 hours to 6 o'clock in the morning. Why we offer this service is specifically to ensure that our off-campus students are all time safe, especially when they are walking from campus to their place of staying out there. We also patrol the area to ensure that those who are walking around the communities are all safe from any kind of marking and robbery. So specifically this reaction vehicle is there for these purpose. We do also provide investigations where the target is to ensure that all security-related cases recorded to the campus control are investigated and the records are made available for the resolving of those crimes. And we're not only working alone, we're also working with our local staffs who also assist us in as far as the files of the criminal cases that affect our students both on campus and off campus. And on a quarterly basis, we do also come up with some crime prevention awareness campaigns where we remind our student populations about the crime that are affecting them on campus and also offer the tips of how to avoid those crimes. Over and above that, we also offer the ambulance services and fire services. With the ambulance services, we know that most of our students on campus do not have medical services, and then medical service, as a result, we do provide the ambulance services on the 24-hour service. The ambulance is not only focused on campus, it's also focusing on the student society of campus. So we're there on the 24 hours to ensure that if and when there is any emergency medical needs, we are available to provide such. And also, when there is some special events, the social events where our students will actually be having the best on campus, not only the social but also the academic events. So we make sure that we do provide the proper training which aim at ensuring that that particular event is well planned and meet all the requirements as per the SACIRA requirement. So in that case, we ensure that when we provide the ad hoc security services, and in conjunctions or in collaborations with the SAPs, local SAPs, and other external law enforcement agents. The division is comprised of internal, which is in-house security staff, as well as the outsourced security staff. When we look into the in-house, we actually a small number of in-house personnel, which comprises of about 7 staff members currently, and then we are actually assisted by the chief of environments, which deployed at the strategic areas to ensure that our properties with university properties are properly gathered and safeguarded from any kind of vandalism or theft. They do also provide patrols around the campus, as well as ensuring that they respond to any security-related breach reported. What is happening at the campus control is that we do actually have this kind of a process flow, campus control process flow, which guide the students, especially where the cases are concerned. Let's say, for example, you are at the rest or you are there outside of campus and you become the victim of a particular crime. Then what you need to do is to visit our campus control or to telephonically call the campus control, whereby you report the incidents. And such particular incidents will then be recorded, and the person working at the control of the person receiving such complaint will then have to dispatch what we call the supervisors or the armed reactions to respond accordingly to that particular incident. And it's not only on the issues of security-related incidents, we're also looking at issues of influence needs, the indexations, the purpose, and even when there's a need for SAPs. So basically, what the control group is there for is for these particular services, and to ensure that when you guys have a smooth reporting and smooth response in as far as the security-related issues are concerned. We spoke about this CCTV surveillance. What is important with the CCTV surveillance is that over and above what we have, the workload is on campus, and as we know that well, most of the crime are actually happening where there is a security deployment. So we have actually add these services to be sure that as and when the security personnel fail to detect or to identify or observe a certain crime happening, and then we know that well we have CCTV surveillance as a means to help us during the investigations. These surveillance cameras are stationed at strategic areas or strategic buildings within the campus. With the access card, it's important to understand that the access card is issued once to a student wants to register, and this access card is not transferable or interchangeable among students. So you remain the sole responsible person for this card, and once the card is lost, then you have to report that card to campus control for replacement. And bear in mind that when this card is lost, you will have to pay a fee of 250 as part of the replacement cost for that particular card. So the card is there to help you access a strategic building within the campus, such as your main gate, your libraries, and other buildings within the campus. So I spoke about the crime recording and the investigation. What's important then is that We do have internal investigators which are tasked into recording all reported cases on campus. So as a result, you are required to record any security-related case to campus control, and the case will then be transferred to the internal investigator for investigations. And then once the investigation is completed, you will actually be informed of the outcomes of that particular investigations. And the reports will also made with the director, who will then have to provide such report should the DC need those kind of informations. Over and about what we do, we've also offered the time awareness to our student populations to ensure that they are safe at all time when they're walking to their room of campus. So with this changes, we just alert them to always ensure that, they are alert and watchful as and when they are walking out there. Students must also make sure they lock their room at all time. You do not lend your cell phone to strangers. You switch off your appliances when not in use, and do not leave valuable items left to open window. As such, we constitute one of what you call the opportunity trial. Avoid isolated areas, especially after dark, and do not leave windows open when you go home. Avoid walking alone at night. Alert security about any suspicious person or activities on campus. So basically, these are just the crime prevention tips that students can actually put into place to ensure that at all times they apply this to avoid being a victim of crime. What is important is that the security is not only the role of the security personnel deployed on campus, which actually made you as a student a responsible person in as far as your security is concerned. So in this case, what we say is that as a student, you do have a role to play regarding the security. So you do also have the role that you need to do to support the security, and such roles are as follows. Support and comply with the campus security measures. Report any non-compliance to the department for actions, and play active role in the campus security programs or awarenesses as and when they are worked on campus. So over and about that, for you to be safe, you must actually bear in mind or record the following numbers so that as and when you need security, you'll dial that. I'm taking the following numbers: 015-268-2498, or the extension 2823, extension 3454, extension 2500, extension 2939, as well as the extension 4311. Alternatively, you can also dial the following speed dial 6123-6124 for your assistant. And these numbers are available on the 24-hour basis. So what is important is that the Department of Safety and Security cannot alone prevent crime, but together we can reduce crime to a minimum. Therefore, we are actually looking forward to making a positive contribution towards creating a safe environment for you as you will be undertaking this journey of your academic activities at the University of Limpopo. Once again, I take these opportunities to congratulate you guys, welcome you, and wish you all the best as you will be starting this journey of your study with us here at University of Limpopo. Thank you very much for your time.
I greet you all, ladies and gentlemen. As members of the South African Police Service, it's our duty and constructed and given by the Constitution in terms of sections 205 to C to E that they are protected. And as the police from the South African Police Service in Malquay, they make it fit that we need to address you on the issue of safety and security. As already alluded, our duty is to see to be that you are protected, not only you, but also your properties. As South African Police Service around Malquay, we do have some of the tips that we need to give you on arrival here, because you're going to be the residents of this beautiful township and campus. And we also looking forward to work together to combat crime. And we urge you also to form student movements so to need that you can work together with the police to tackle crime. The challenges that we used to experience as follows. Most of the victims that we don't want you to fall to those type of victims are those people who are robbed of their money while withdrawing cash at the ATM machines. The best way is that avoid at all times to go and withdraw money during the course of the night. The best way is to go during the day. And on arrival at the ATM machine, don't seek any assistance from strangers there. If there is something that you don't understand, the best way is to seek assistance from the bank management. Build a strong relationship with some of your colleagues here at the campus and know the contact number of the South African Police Service here at Malquay. Apply for residential places. Please make sure that you ask those people who are familiar with the place, because some of the people are defrauded of money after depositing money to these unscrupulous people, and after that the account is stopped, suspects are nowhere to be found, and indeed lost a lot of money. The best way is to seek assistance for people who know, like the councillors and the police and some of the officials from the campus. The other challenge that we used to have is these people who are robbed after being offered lift. As we are moving from one place to another, maybe to go to the city, we urge you, and this is a challenge, colleagues, we urge you to use public transport, because most of the people that get robbed are those people who are hitchhiking or being offered a lift by those motorists. We are looking forward to work with you. We'll be intensifying our patrols in and around the campus. We do have challenges, but we are looking forward to work with you. The other things that we urge you is that please know the contact number of the police station here at Malquay. We do have contact numbers. The lead line is the 015, the code is 286 2000. We do have the cell phone number there at the Community Service Center. The number is 079 889 0639. 079 889 0639. The cell phone number of the station commander, who is the Colonel Matabata, is 082 729 0406. 082 729 0406. And the contact number of the branch commander or detective commander, Colonel Wahab, is escorts 082 319 9291. 082 319 9291. We are looking forward to work with you to prevent, to combat crime, not only in the campus, but the whole Malquay prison area. Thank you very much.
Good day, Dennis. This is Ms. Malande, the Deputy Director of Financial Aid Office. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, the University of Limpopo Financial Aid Office had already put in place technology measures to provide effective and financial support. Similarly, the National Financial Aid Scheme has continued to provide students with continuous funding to resolve student application periods, process appeals, and provide general assistance to institutions online. Over and above NSFAS funding, there are other funding opportunities that are directly linked to your hard work and diligence. The first financial assistance that we offer to students is the University Merit Bursaries. This is offered to students who qualify for merit bursary at the first level, who have performed outstandingly, and the marks will be calculated as follows. Take your statement of results, the first 6 subjects at city-like orientation, calculate the percentage, get a total, and divide the total by 6. Once it gives you a total of 70%, you qualify for payment of tuition. By tuition, we mean all payment of your modules. Some would refer to it as subject. So therefore, once you get a percentage of average of 70%, all your tuition will be paid for the 2023 academic year. What do the students do in order to apply for merit bursaries? Go to the university website, download the application under finance, complete the application, attach supporting documents, and submit to the email address provided on the form. Once you've submitted, my colleague Mr. Morero, who went to private bursaries and merit awards, will check the correctness of the form with the supporting documents and pay you for registration. Kindly note that once a student gets a full funding, we will be cancelling the merit awarded as students don't qualify to get dual funding. Other bursaries apply on the database for different bursaries. NSFAS bursary. This is a bursary offered by NSFAS, administered by NSFAS, and it covers for tuition, food, accommodation, and bills. It's either going to be paid for books or the electronic device. The student has to choose one of the devices. How do we apply for NSFAS? Students apply on the NSFAS website online, and the applications were closed on the 31st of January 2023. Kindly note that there won't be any extension for 2023. Applications will be reopened for 2024 academic year at a later stage. We also advise students not to change their contact details, as all information regarding their funding will be sent to their full contact details. Furthermore, we urge students to check any communication regarding their funding on the university email addresses. NSFAS appeal. This is an appeal or opportunity given to students whose funding were rejected due to various reasons. It might be income loss, loss of parent or guardian, and students are urged to apply on the NSFAS website at www.nsfas.org.za. Students have 30 days to appeal from the date that their funding was rejected. On financial aid queries, students are urged to contact the financial aid office directly, and this will be the email address or contact details for colleagues who will be assisting them. We also urge them just to send one email, not more than one email, as colleagues are working tirelessly to assist them with their appeals. For students who get bursaries on private bursaries, if for example, admission, will have to send to Mr. Moreno, that is silno.moreno@ul.ac.za. We will also issue a communique of the email accounts. For government bursaries, departmental bursaries, please send to habo.mbwana@ul.ac.za. NSFAS bursaries, we've got colleagues working with different faculty email accounts. Students who are registered for humanities qualification, please send your queries to humanities.financialaid@ul.ac.za. Students registered for law and related qualifications, please submit to menlaw.financialaid@ul.ac.za. Science and agriculture is sa.financialaid@ul.ac.za. The last one will be health sciences. It's hsc.financialaid@ul.ac.za. We have colleagues also working with disbursement of allowances, and queries will be directed to the different faculty main accounts, and colleagues will assist with those queries and revert back to you. We wish you a successful 2023. Thank you very much.
It is with great honor to give you, our student, a warm welcome to the University of Limpopo. At the Gender Desk, we render programs and services that prevent gender-based violence on campus and assist the survivors of violence through policy implementation and also development of those policies, ensuring that tangible assistance for emergency response, psychological support, trauma and healthcare, and legal help are accessible to you all.
Gender Desk offers the following services to the University of Limpopo staff and students. Collects and tracks all gender-based violence (GBV) related complaints across the university and analyzes trends to inform and improve intervention initiatives. Provide a safe and confidential space with full-time counseling support to complainants and victims of GBV. Confidentially advises complainants and victims of GBV of their options. Oversees an independent disciplinary procedure for formal complaints against staff or students accused of GBV. Engage actively in advocacy around gender equality. GBV includes the following: sexism or unfair discrimination based on gender or sexual orientation, sexual harassment, sexual assault, and rape, abuse of power and conflict of interest based on sexual or romantic relationships. The following are regarded as forms of sexual harassment: physical conduct of a sexual nature. This includes all unwanted physical contact ranging from touching to sexual assault and rape, including a strip search by or in the presence of the opposite sex. Verbal forms of sexual harassment. These include unwelcome innuendos, suggestions and hints, sexual advances, comments with sexual overtones, sex-related jokes or insults or unwelcome graphics, comments about a person's body made in the presence or directed towards them, unwelcome and inappropriate inquiries about a person's sex life, and unwelcome whistling directed at a person or group of persons. Non-verbal forms of sexual harassment. These include unwelcome gestures, indecent exposure, and an unwelcome display of sexual explicit pictures and objects. Quid pro quo harassment. This occurs when a member of management or an employee undertakes or attempts to influence the process of employment, promotion, training, discipline, dismissal, salary increment, or any other benefit of an employee or job applicant or student in exchange for sexual favors. Sexual favoritism. This exists where a person who is in a position of authority rewards only those who respond to his or her sexual advances, whilst other deserving employees or students who do not submit themselves to any sexual advances are denied promotions, merit rating, or salary increases or other benefits. Reporting or initiating a complaint. A person who is raped or sexually assaulted suffers acute physical, emotional, and mental trauma. It is in the institution's responsibility to ensure that any member of the campus community who is raped or sexually assaulted is offered humane and professional care and support. Insensitive, ignorant, or inefficient institutional responses constitute secondary traumatization. Insensitive, ignorant, or inefficient institutional responses constitute secondary traumatization. Reporting or initiating a complaint. If it comes to the attention of any member of the campus community that someone has been sexually assaulted or raped, they must refer that person to the Gender Desk office. A person who has been raped or sexually assaulted can take themselves directly to the gender desk office to report the incident. Reporting or initiating a complaint. Any type of sexual and/or rape activity shall be reported or directed to the gender desk office. Telephone number 015-268-4164 or 015-268-4087 and email address gender.office@ul.ac.za. Office at TV White Space Center. Reporting all incidences within 72 hours. Necessity of receiving immediate medical attention, including post-exposure prophylaxis, PrEP for HIV, sexually transmitted infection, and post-coital contraception to prevent pregnancy. Also, in case they lay a criminal charge at the SAPS for specimen collection before hygiene procedures. Students and staff members can report incidences at the following centers: Safety and Security, Riahona Disability Center, Residence Admin, Health and Wellness Center, Tutuzela Center, Student Counseling and Development, SRC Gender Desk, or directly to the Gender Desk office. Code of Ethics. All campus community members are required to sign on to and adhere to an agreed upon institutional code of ethics. This could be at the point of student admissions, student election into leadership structures within the institution, or in the case of staff at the time of employment or contracting. The code of ethics constitutes a set of standards for appropriate behavior. It also gives guidance on how to avoid situations that increase chances of behavior that may be classified as inappropriate. The Code of Ethics should be interpreted in a spirit of common sense, with the best interest of the most vulnerable members of the campus community being the primary consideration. It includes adherence to the highest ethical standards, human dignity, compliance with the rules, regulations, and policies of the institution.
Wish you all the best and progress in your academic journey.